Hey everybody, I am here with Kelly, aka the Purple Pancake, who got top four. At today's Illustrious Case tournament here in Kokomo, Indiana at Tag Team Collectibles. So Kelly, why don't you give us a rundown on kind of your deck and your profile and how everything went in your tournament experience?
Yeah, I was playing the heal deck today. They tried to kill it by getting rid of all the removal in the game, and there is still removal in the game. So, yeah.
Perfect. Why don't you take us through a card by card?
Okay, so first off, the bread and butter of the deck: 3 Quackle, 3 Sluggle, 2 Tratagua, 3 Ambrosia. These are the heal cards. That's the point of the deck. That's why it's called what it's called. The idea is just, you play the most efficient guys. These guys cost -2 spirits. This guy costs -1. That's
hence why there's only 2 Tratagua, because it's not quite as efficient.
Yeah, and I mean, Ambrosia's Ambrosia, but it's also a heal card, so it fits.
Of course.
Then you use all those spirits that you're saving up by healing and stuff like that to use on removal. You got Boombat. You got the Edward. You
That's my
got.
out.
I only played 2 PTA, or I played 3 PTA, 2 Shield, 1 Laurels, 1 Earthquake. This is all the very basic removal. This is the stuff that did not get banned, so we're good. So it's staying in the deck.
How did it feel going lighter on the counter runes?
I don't know. It was fine. I didn't miss him that much. I didn't have room for the 3rd shield because of something we'll see later that I felt like I wanted to kind of tech out for today. And it was mostly fine. The shield kind of sucks anyway, so.
I've been saying this. All right.
And then we got 2 Jolton, 3 Race to the Top, and 3 Mount Olympus. This is the replacement for the limited cards. Race to the Top says you can target two if Mount Olympus is enchanted, you can target 2 Elestrals and destroy the one with the lowest defense. And that's, once again, just more efficient removal. It's 1 spirit. Mount Olympus even makes it so that some of your Thunder guys also just become removal. Sometimes Quackle being a 3 matters and attacks over stuff. Oh my god. So, but yeah, this is just the stuff that replaces the old removal that got hit on the ban list. So,
Perfect.
Then, lastly, the utility cards got 3 Nog and 3 Ass Rabbit. So part of the point of the deck is that you want to just keep on seeing all the removal and all the heal guys. So drawing into as many of them as possible with Nog and searching them with Ass Rabbit is really good. And obviously, Ass Rabbit's also one of the best cards in the game, so if you need an excuse to not play it, and this deck doesn't have it, especially since it's already in Thunder. And then lastly, my quote-unquote spice. I main decked 3 Arcolith. It was amazing all day, except when I was against this guy who won the whole thing.
Who's that?
Because he knew I was main decking it and played around it the entire time.
That's fine.
It's a good card. You should be playing around it anyway.
It is a great card. Having it in the main deck threw a lot of people off. People played into it all the time. I would often side out 1 or 2 in games 2 and 3, especially if they saw it game 1. But it won me so many game 1s that I really liked it.
Do you feel like you should have played it at 3, or do you feel like you should have played less?
I think I should have played. I think 3 in the main deck is perfectly fine. There was one time where I drew all 3 once again against this guy.
Who played around the entire time?
Who played around it the entire time.
Moss Station.
Moss Station goes hard.
The Spirit deck is pretty straightforward, but so there's 10 Zaptor, especially with the Race to the Top package, you want to play a lot of Thunder, so that's a lot of Thunder. I did 6 Leviathan. This might seem like a lot, considering that there wasn't that much water in here, but the side deck justifies it. And also, you still want at least 5 in the heal deck. And then 2 Tratless for the Earthquake, 2 Fire for side deck cards. I did not want to side deck any spirits, and having the fires in the main did not matter at all. So it was perfectly fine. I'll say the side deck. I would say the main things I was worried about today were Drakking and Chronodile, honestly, which in hindsight didn't end up mattering that much. I faced Drakking twice. I didn't face Chronodile at all. But those two matchups in particular can get a little sticky at times, especially because Draken can summon back your own water guys and heal off them. So to deal with Draken, I decided the 3rd shield and 3 Galaxy. Galaxy is incredible against Draken. It turns it into a 4 and just swings over it. It is they have to play very awkwardly to deal with it. For Chronodile, I was actually on 3 Verutakwa. So I figured that most Chronodile players would not be expecting this, and they would be playing around the Arcolith anyway, so they would be often summoning their Chronodile in defense to play around the Arcolith. So if I ever drew the Verutakwa, it just outs it for free. Then to help deal with things like 5s, the mirror, and other stuff where I just need big guys, I did 2 Smoltuga, 1 Necruff, and 1 Ash Rabbit. The Ash Rabbit never came in, because it's mainly there for the slower matchups where we're able to actually use the cards that you get back with it. It is a really good card, it just never came up today. I sided in Smoltuga Necruff a couple times, including it came up in testing and it came up a couple times today. I properly enchanted Necruff more times today than I've seen anyone else do ever before. So,
Whoa.
yeah. Except for that guy, but I didn't watch any of his games. So, then I did 1 Lavalith and the 3rd Boombat just as more removal stuff. Boombat's nice for once again those Boombat's kind of a more generic thing to deal with all the 2-drops, and lastly 2 Tsunami, mainly because I wanted to deal with any other random bullshit.
For sure.
And Tsunami is a pretty good card, I heard. So yeah, that was it, and it got me to 4th place, which I am quite happy with, considering that this is my 3rd tournament and my first non-locals tournament. So yeah.
So, did you have any matchups today that you felt the deck particularly struggled with?
So my 3 losses today were twice against Coder on Earth and once against Thunder, which was also on a Race to the Top package. I think that to deal with those matchups, I would probably mainly focus on a side deck. The Verutakwas, like I said, they never did come up because I never actually played against Chronodile. Because no one good is on Chronodile, I probably didn't have to respect it. So it could probably be to deal with Earth, you can do things probably Cryoblast or maybe a Zeus Elichick package, but then you're just playing Thunder, so who knows. And the other loss I had today was against the other Thunder deck, in which case I would probably side Atlantis, because that turns off their Mount Olympus, and I'm already playing the 2 Jolton to search it anyway, so it would have helped a lot in that matchup.
Absolutely. And do you think that there are any particular strengths that the deck had that maybe you could lean into some or anything like that?
Not particularly. The deck's just all around a decent deck. I'd say its weakest matchups are Earth, Draken, Chronodile, and you can definitely build for those matchups better than I did. Especially because, Chronodile is not a good deck. I respected it too much, so.
Gotcha. Well, thank you again so much for the deck profile, and congratulations on your finish today.
Yeah.
Wow.